Hello, I'm Arvind Srinivasan, here to present my work on AnalogiLead, a system for improving the selection of analogical inspirations through chunking and recombination. Throughout history, cross-domain analogies have been found to power creative breakthroughs. For instance, Jorge Uran, a car mechanic who saw a new possibility in an old trick to uncork wine bottles, repurposed that understanding into a device that eases childbirth, bringing forth a radical innovation into the world of obstetrics. However, serendipitous moments such as these are few and far in between, and even if you find such analogical inspiration, identifying alone does not always lead to its adoption. Think for a moment of Sam Panopoulos, who dared to challenge the traditional pizza paradigm with the infamous pineapple pizza topping. Would he have achieved a culinary coup such as this if he were inhibited by doubts and on notions such as pineapple on pizza will never work, it's heresy, or margherita is the king of all pizzas? So this is what we call premature rejection or design fixation. And these two are some of the key reasons why just identifying analogical inspiration alone is not enough. We have to find a way to motivate their selection. And this is what we try to attempt. And past studies have shown that representational change can help in problem solving. So we thought, can we use this kind of representational change and or create an interface that provides a feature like this to mitigate premature rejection of analogical leads? So let me show you the proposed interface. First, your assigned design problem is shown as a sentence. This assigned design problem is then broken down into its functional constraints such as stakeholder, context, goal, and obstacle. The stakeholder talks about who are the stakeholders of the problem, and the context talks about in what context do the stakeholders face the problem, and the goal talks about what is the goal that the stakeholders want to achieve in this problem, and the obstacle, as you guessed it, talks about what are the obstacles that hinder the stakeholders from achieving the goal in this problem. In a similar manner, the analogy that is being recommended to you is also broken down into in a similar fashion with an addition of the solution component, which also includes the solution that the analogical lead proposes. So the idea of this interface is that you'll be able to select individual words across each of these components across the problem analogy pairs so that you can click on them, add them, and then play with them, such as deleting them, editing them, moving them around, or even adding your own. There is no special trick to this. If you find a particular word in a particular component interesting and find that word inspires you to come up with interesting solutions for the given design problem, you can choose to select it and add them in. And while adding them in, if you get a new inspiration of a word that did not exist, you can just write them in the text field below and then add them in. Once you're happy with it, you can choose to generate recombinations, which uses an OpenAI language model in the back to mix up the words into meaningful sentences that also act as guiding points for you to come up with interesting ideas to the design problem. If a particular recombination catches your eye, you can choose to pin it, and if not, just leave it or archive it. In this manner, our proposed interface hopes to facilitate the adoption of analogical leads while preventing premature rejection and analogical fixation. Thank you. You can try my demo at the desk at GatherTown or read my demo paper by scanning this QR code. See you around.